2nd and 10. He'll look to throw again. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with a football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
To throw, and that'll be incomplete. Jeremy Maclin, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
The out route's such a timing route that sometimes the guy throwing the ball just throws it almost blindly, just kind of counts on that timing winning, and in this case, the ball was batted away.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. We'll see Kelsey in the slot to the left. So 3rd and 7 and an extra defensive back on the field here.
Definitely want to play coverage here.
And they're going to go soft on the corners. Now back to throw. He's going to loft this one deep left sideline. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. So on 4th down, Dustin Colquitt to punt for KC. Jakeem Grant back deep for Miami.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
This will be fielded at the 17. Big-time return there, 40 yards. And the Dolphins will begin this drive in great field position, 1st and 10. The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
I don't know about you, partner, but I'm rubbing my eyes after that play. Did we just see that runner not get yardage? A big-time play by the defense. It does happen occasionally, even against the best running backs who are having big days.
Now Jones. And throw right side complete to Parker. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. He had time, was able to survey the field and find a soft spot in that zone coverage.
And that's where it gets difficult for a defender, Brandon. You go to your spots on the field that you have to cover, and when the offense finds an area that you're not in, that's where they throw the football.
And an extra DB here for the Chiefs on 3rd down.
Pass situation.
That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Well, Brandon, he's had a great day, and sometimes that just happens. It is the NFL. They will make some plays against you.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe, and they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So he splits the uprights there, and I would imagine it's nice as a kicker. Right when it leaves your foot, you know it's good.
Yeah, it's kind of like a golfer that picks up his tee after a nice drive without even watching it land.
Solid analogy. I like it. And now here comes Kansas City. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. The 20. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Chiefs strike quickly here for 6 points. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he will take it back only to about the 13-yard line here. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see.
If you're running out route, it's likely you end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35. A couple of Chiefs there to bring him down.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
They'll look to throw here. And McDonald here over the middle. And able to get this one across the 45. Before he's brought down. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Come on, let's go. Let's round. No. Let's go.
Throwing Jones. This one caught. Jordan Cameron. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it. Now the confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
So 2 minutes to go in a wild first half. Back with more of the AFC Championship game after this.
Here we go. Flex round. Here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
And there's a nice stop for the defense. They've had a tough time containing this guy all game long, but maybe they can build a little bit off of that play, a little bit of confidence, a little bit of momentum. Yeah, every now and then you can actually tackle that guy.
Here we go.
They'll run. It's Presley. Down to the 25. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. And the Chiefs are going to signal for and be granted another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. He hit his first. Now this one from 48 yards away. And this is going to be no good. He misses it off to the left, and this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19. Back 99 Philly. Leopard, go.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. They complete it to Hill. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
Caught, Kelsey, left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And the offense moving quickly to the line. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a...
Looking for Macklin, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Rashad Jones. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. And the Dolphins getting set to go here. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though,
because as they drove down, you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. Let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out? So while the offense has had a big day, no one on that side of the ball is excited about seeing a loss like that. Their goal, to make every play positive. And when you have a bad one like that, your next goal is to not let it spiral into more.
And the